M, F, K. Mary, kiss, or miss.
All right, so we doing my list?
I'm very excited for this.
You're very excited. What? Why?
Why? Because you weren't sure.
Because we haven't done a list.
That's true.
I haven't done one of my
lists.
lists.
That's right. I haven't done a list.
Yeah. What's weird is I don't know the answers to this one myself. It was more like, we were coming into what I like to call the studio. And I realized I had to put together a list. And so I was like, 3 things,
right.
Well, people, things, well, kind of things though. Here.
Is there going to be a Horta?
No.
Okay.
Oh. I could do that on the fly right now. It would be Horta, Salt Vampire,
Armis.
Wow. That's interesting. Well, no, because the other 2 are sort of like monsters, right? And Armis, while being terrible, is also like, well, not monsters, but not like, thinking things. Like, what would be a third thing? Oh, that big red thing. That big red thing from Discovery. Do you want to do that list, or do you want to do the list I was going to do?
Well, let's park the list you were going to do. We'll come back to that.
Because we don't have this one written down and we'll never remember.
No, we won't remember it.
All right.
Okay.
So wait, hold on.
Okay.
Because I got to write them down because I will forget halfway through. It was Horta,
Salt Vampire.
Yeah. Okay. And a big red thing.
Big red thing.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. So I actually think this might be relatively easy.
Okay.
So I'm gonna miss the Salt Vampire. Okay, there's a really good reason for that, because I really feel like they're all about themselves. Like I don't.
Yeah.
I really feel like I wouldn't be getting anything out of the relationship, and I'd be just giving all of myself, and I don't think that would work on any level.
Okay.
Right. Then I would say marry the Horta.
Yeah.
Because they clearly have very good parental instincts, and a sort of longevity and determination in their sort of the way they think.
Right.
And I would kiss the big red thing. We could talk about how that would work in a minute, but there's 100,000 years of experience there.
Okay.
So I'm figuring, mathematically speaking, we're looking at like the probability is that it would be a nice experience, is what I'm saying.
All right.
But
interesting.
but the problem is you wouldn't want to marry unless he's got a really good life insurance policy, because by the time we meet the big red glowy thing, he's about to die.
It's true.
So unless we could sign on to like an intergalactic life insurance policy, I think that would be sort of,
He's also pretty selfish, right? Like Discovery was on its way to do something else. And he's like, hey, me.
Yeah.
He's like pulled him straight out of the.
Yeah, but to be fair, he was like, you guys, I have all this cool stuff to show you. It was more just over enthusiastic, I think.
Well, and time was of the essence.
True.
Yeah. About to die.
Yeah.
And nobody would know. God, what if it was all boring? What if it was like he'd been writing poetry for like 100,000 years and now they all have to listen to it, like terrible poetry? Like, oh, look, another one about the moon. God, nobody ever did that.
Yeah.
Wow, that's really...
But what's funny is because they're running it through like the ship's, computer. So it's really the computer that is having to listen to this big red thing drone on about his personal poetry that he's been writing. And as we know, Star Trek computers are sentient. They just sometimes choose to display their sentience and sometimes not. Right. Do you think the Discovery computer is like, oh my God?
No, well, I think probably the Discovery computer might have a crack at it, but if it's bad, it doesn't matter because Pike said, they're going to be studying this for 100 years. Starfleet will be studying this for 100 years, which also has to be really exciting for people.
Yeah.
So that's my job from now on. It's great because I joined to learn new things, and I'm just going to be listening to this for 100 years, you say. Oh, good.
100 years of a big blob. How much experience could that big blob thing have had? I mean, do we think it was something else before it was a giant red blob? Because,
it could be.
Because if it had only ever been a giant red blob, that's like day 50,723.
The most emo journal ever.
Still pretty empty out here.
Yeah.
I tried to grab a ship as it went past, but it was just outside of range. It kind of looked at me weird and carried on.
He raised one pointy eyebrow over his pointy ear. I don't know how I think Spock's face works in Discovery, but yes, he raised one pointy eyebrow as he went, scurrying that way. I have to keep track of him, though, because that might be important later.
Yeah.
All right. So, Horta, salt vampire.
Yeah.
Big red thing.
Right.
I'm with you on the Horta.
Okay.
Marrying the Horta, because, man, she's going to have your back.
Yeah.
We assume it's a she because we said it was a mom, right?
Yeah, I think we assume that it's a she because of the whole like maternal instinct, whatever. Yeah. I mean, that's a societal construct, so maybe not. I mean, she could be more like a seahorse. We don't know.
She could be more like a seahorse. That's true. Doesn't change my answer, by the way.
Okay. I mean, I think the issue that you could run into, like you might have to go for sort of like if you intended to have children with the Horta, you might have to go through an artificial kind of method, because aren't they like all acidic and stuff? I mean, I don't know how that would work.
No, it's just she's a rock, which is actually one of the reasons I love her. I think she's a rock.
Like a metaphorical rock as well.
A metaphorical rock as well as a physical rock. Rock. Yes, I think, because she was around for like thousands of years, right?
That is marriage material right there.
Indeed, yes. And, she might get bored of me, but I'll only be around for like 1/10, maybe, or even 1% of her life, or her life expectancy. I know. Kind of like Zarek and all his wives, but different.
See, now if the Horta was playing this game,
yes,
she'd be like, why do I have to choose? We'll just do them in order.
It's true. it's true. Sort of along the lines of my Lorca answer from the last time we played this game.
Right.
I think I'm going salt vampire for Kiss.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I believe it was Freddie Mercury who was saying, pain is so close to pleasure. I'm just saying, if it's one day, if it's one time, if it's, one and done.
Okay.
Yeah. As long as it's not going to leave me dead.
Okay. So what you're saying is that you would kiss the salt vampire as long as you were able to mutually establish a safe word.
Well, we're putting kiss in quotes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Because that's the other thing. The salt vampire can make you think it's like, hey, whatever. Like, it's actually me and
yeah.
Why is Tina Turner leaving me alone? It's me and Tina Turner. Don't know why. I think because she scares me and turns me on at the same time. I'm not sure. Or it's me and it's me and Lorca. Heck, it could be anything, right? It's whatever you're thinking. I don't think you're actually thinking, it's a salt vampire. Because I assume all of her powers are in motion at that time, right? So I just be like, hey, it's me and Cheryl Teagues. I'm really tired, though. And, like, does anybody have any peanuts or something? Just I'm feeling depleted. And the big red thing, I wouldn't know about it, so I wouldn't know about it. I miss it. Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a missed opportunity for you, but I'll let it slide.
Thank you for listening.